everybody? It's your girl, the NFL Chick, and I have a guest with me today. I have Conte Cuttino, running back from Stoney Brook University, trying to get his marks in the NFL to a city near you, hopefully at the running back position. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming along. So first off, tell us who got you into football. You know, it's a great sport, and I've looked at your numbers. You're a very good running back. So tell us who inspired you to play football.
Well, pretty much it kind of really started when I was in elementary school. There was a flyer that was passed out, and I had a hunch. Maybe this was something I wanted to do, and gave it to my parents, and they guided me through the whole signing up process. And I got to give it up to my first coach, in which he pretty much set a great foundation for me to pretty much be who I am now.
Okay, let's talk about a little bit about your junior year at Stoney Brook. You rushed for almost 1,200 yards, and you averaged 6 yards per carry, which is a great number. Tell us who do you accredit your success to?
Well, I must say hard work and dedication. I came into the junior year and pretty much knowing what I wanted to do. So the whole summer, I was just pretty much working on my skills, my catching, my running, and all that. And then also, I must say that nothing is possible without, being able to have great health in the whole season. So I got to give it up to God himself that guided me through my whole career and keeping me with great help and guiding me through all the tackles and all plays. So I give it up to him.
It's always good to give it up to God, isn't it? Let's talk about your pro day. We know that your school just had pro day, and you had teams like the Vikings and the Bills and the Chargers, the Eagles, all teams that are looking for a running back right now at the position. So how do you think that your pro day went?
For the most part, I think they did pretty well. All of what I did which was 17 reps on the bench, 40 and a half vert, 10.7 in the broad, a 4.21 in the shuttle, and 6.5 in the L drill. I think that was most of those was a lot of impressive numbers to say. There was a couple odd rounds I could afford them. I like to say that I was pretty much a player that was actually standing out that day. So overall, it went pretty well. And if you was to match my numbers up to any of the guys in the combine this year, it's pretty up there amongst the elite. So I like to say if any team that receives that, just take a chance on the opportunity that I have, and I definitely would exceed in all of that.
Okay. Obviously, Stoney Brook is a smaller university, so your path is a little bit different than those that were invited to the combine. What do you have to do differently to catch an NFL prospect's eye to show them that you have what it takes to play on the next level?
Well, I got to put forth that extra effort. I can't slack off knowing my position and where I'm from. A lot of guys in a elite level, they could sit back and not do these type of interviews and then not actually train hard, and still get drafted. Well, I know my position, I know where I stand, and things like this interview and working hard and keeping a great work ethic is definitely key. And keeping a great background. You could definitely look me up. You could Google and try to find out anything, but I could honestly tell you straight up, don't waste your time, because I have a clean background. I've been raised by two parents that are correction officers in the Rikers Island, and they definitely kept me on a right path. So I got to give it up to my parents also.
So if you had one of the teams I mentioned, the Eagles, Bills, Chargers, or Vikings, do an interview with you right now, what would be your selling points to them? What would you say to them to have them take an extra look at you?
Well, I'm definitely a player with a drive and determination. Definitely a guy, if you was to compare me, I'm a Westbrook type of guy. I could go in the middle, and then I could also bounce out. I'm a guy that has great soft hands in which you could definitely put me out in the slot, and I can catch a few balls for you there. So I'm an all-around well athlete. I play special teams, and you could pretty much put me anywhere on the field, and I'll make an impact. So that's what I can actually say for now.
You mentioned Brian Westbrook as a running back, so I'm assuming that's somebody that you like to model your game off of. Aside from Westbrook, were there any running backs that you looked up to, just kind of get a feel of their style of run, and you kind of took key elements of their run and kind of made it into your own?
Yes. As a little player myself, I grew up watching Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, Thomas. Just pretty much just going and looking at film of them and just pretty much watching how they do. That kind of I kind of like formed my game into itself. I'm not saying that I run like them or so, but I kind of put all them all into one and made myself and my running style. But like I said with Brian Westbrook, he's a well-rounded athlete. He can catch, he can run, and all that. And that's what I'm trying to say from there with Westbrook. So overall, though, I like to say that even though I'm small, I like to say that I'm a complete running back and a complete athlete at that, and I can do it all.
I'm going to give a shout out to you because you mentioned O.J. Simpson. I didn't even know you knew about O.J. Simpson. So for you to know who O.J. Simpson is and know his style of run play, I got to give you mad props for that. So shout out to you for looking at O.J. Simpson. You took it back for me. Finally, do you have any draft day rituals that, that you plan on doing? Some people do with their family. Some people, I think one time Joe Thomas went to fishing on his draft day. Is there anything that you plan on doing?
I'm pretty much going to kick back and relax. At that point, it's all in God's hands. So definitely prayer is going to be in during that day or prior to that day also. And just pretty much treating it like a regular day, not letting it get the best of me, and just letting everything go and putting it all in God's hands.
I thank you so much for doing this interview with me. Before we go, is there anything that you would like to say? Anyone you want to shout out? You got any websites coming out or anything?
Well, I definitely do have a website coming out. It's called ConteCuttino.com. Definitely look for that. Post anything that you want. And I definitely try to get back to you on it. But then also, I like to say, big ups to Parisi's Speed School in Fairlawn, New Jersey, and then also in Iceland on Long Island. They definitely prepared me for my pro day, and as you see, the results was definitely great. So I like to say big ups to those guys, Kelly Britton, my trainer, and Martin Rooney, and my family, of course, and everybody that's been in my corner and supporting me. So God bless and thank you, everybody.
I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I hope people see this because not only are you good and fast with the 6 yards per carry, but you also admitted you're healthy. So everybody needs to take a look at you. It's always good to have a healthy running back. So nothing but the best of luck to you, and just let us know again how your journeys go, and we can document your journeys on NFLchick.com. Thank you.
Thank you.